Hey, welcome back. Today I want to talk about one of the most important aspects of buying a home, negotiating the price. Negotiating the price of a home can be intimidating, but it is a critical step in ensuring that you get the best value for your money. In this video, I'm going to share some tips and strategies that can help you negotiate the price of your dream home successfully. So the first step in negotiating the price of your home is to do your research. This means finding out as much as you can about the price of the home, the neighborhood, and the market. You can get this information from a variety of sources, including your real estate agent, who's going to have the most up-to-date information about the market that's not always available to the public. Most importantly, they'll be able to interpret that data to determine the fair market value of a home so you can make an informed offer. You can have all the data in the world, but if you don't know what it means, it's not going to do you much good. So get with your local expert. You can also check online resources like Zillow, Redfin, or Realtor.com to get an estimate of the home's value based on the size, location, and other comparable features. You can also check your local tax assessor's office. Here in Tarrant County, Texas, you can go to the Tarrant Appraisal District's website to get the property's tax history, property value information, and zoning regulations for a particular property or area to determine if the property is zoned for the use that you intended. For instance, some areas may not even allow you to turn the property into an Airbnb. The next step is to get pre-approved. I've covered this in another video, but being pre-approved before you put in an offer lets the seller know that you're serious and you have the means to close the deal. There's nothing more frustrating to both a buyer and a seller than to get on the contract and then to find out later that you can't even afford the home. So make sure you have that pre-approval ready. Once you're done doing your research on your desired property and have been pre-approved, then it's time to make an offer. When making an offer on a home, it's important to strike a balance between being confident and being respectful. The seller has likely put up a lot of time and effort into the property, and it's important to show that you understand and appreciate that. One common approach is to start by offering a price slightly below the asking price. This gives you room to negotiate, and you can signal to the seller that you're serious about buying the home, but want to make sure that you're getting a fair deal. However, be careful not to offer a price that's too low, as this can be seen as insulting and you may not even get a counter offer. In addition to the price, you should also mention any issues or repairs that you've noticed during your inspection that can affect the home's value. For example, if the roof needs to be replaced or there's structural issues, you may want to lower your offer price to account for the cost of those repairs. It's important to be specific and provide evidence such as photos or quotes from contractors to support your offer. When you're making an offer, of course, you'll want to have your list of must-haves, but you also should consider the seller's motivations. For example, if the property's been on the market for a long time, the seller may be more willing to negotiate on the price. Alternatively, if there's multiple offers on the property, you might need to offer a higher price to stand out from the competition. An effective negotiation tactic is to ask for concessions or incentives. Concessions are benefits or services that the seller provides to the buyer as part of the sale. These can include covering closing costs, offering a home warranty, or agreeing to complete necessary repairs before the sale. Incentives, on the other hand, are added features or amenities that the seller includes in the sale of the home, such as appliances, furniture, or decorations. If you've done any amount of searching for a home in Texas, then you probably already know it's common for the seller not to include the fridge in the sale, since it's not a fixture of the home. One common strategy is to offer a leaseback to the seller. A leaseback is when the buyer is offering the seller a chance to lease the home from the buyer after closing. This is beneficial if the seller needs to sell the home quickly but needs the proceeds to buy their next home, so not having to move twice in a short period of time. When negotiating concessions or incentives, it's essential to be reasonable and respectful. Don't ask for too much or make unrealistic demands, as this can put off the seller and make negotiations more difficult. Instead, you want to focus on the concessions or incentives that are most important to you and be willing to compromise in other areas. So be willing to compromise on less important things, but be prepared to walk away. If you're not happy with the seller's counteroffer, don't be afraid to walk away. There's plenty of other homes on the market that'll fit your needs, and you don't want to get stuck paying more than you can afford. And I certainly don't want you to be unhappy with the price or the terms at the end of the day. And more often than not, you're going to find a better property that's going to fit your needs and your budget anyway. So if you're looking for a great, knowledgeable real estate agent in the Dallas-Fort Worth area to help reduce the stress of buying your next home, please reach out to me. My contact info is in the description below. Also, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more home buying tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.